Okay, let's do. Is the Mueller investigation coming to an end? They said they seen some of the people involved taking boxes and boxes of files out of somewhere, like they're wrapping up. So is it coming to an end this year? Let's say this year. Let's put a time frame on it. Is it coming to an end? So let's do three parts in this. I may use two different decks. We'll see. Is it coming to an end? And what will it mean for Donald Trump? And no, let's reverse. Let's just do it this way. Is it coming to an end? Let's do it that way first. That way we get an answer and then we can go from there. Because if it's not coming to an end, then the other two questions are kind of irrelevant at this point. One more. Is it coming to an end? There is the Ace of Wands. That is an idea. That is the venture. That might just be the investigation, although the Sword of Air, what do you call that? The Ace of Swords would have been more than that, but I see that as the idea. The Two of Swords, there is the stalemate. Right now, we are on pins and needles waiting for this man's report. There it is. Plan is off the ground. Whatever this was, there it is. Whatever started. So this is the investigation. Let me get another word on the Ace of Wands too. Because there is a... Okay. So the shifting of power. Comey to Mueller. The new idea. The new venture. The stalemate. Off the ground. All right, so we are talking about the investigation, so we have honed in. We have the Wheel of Fortune turning, inevitable turning. So this is not a situation to where it could have had multiple endings. So I don't really think we need to wait on the We need to wait on the investigation for the law. As far as your judgments go, what he knows, you know. Not what he knows, you know, in terms of what he knows as far as his investigation, but the conclusion is the same. So there's the High Priestess, so that is something that he keeps close to the vest. There's the Star. Is it ending soon? There is a hope, a healing, a there's a level of theater around this to where we're all just watching this unfold. But let me pull an environment card. So this is the fear, is that there's loss. Yeah. And Three of Cups, that is celebration. So will it come to an end, or is it coming to an end this year? I feel like a yes. But I want it to be a bit more dramatic in that. So here we go. There's some theater involved. Some sort of watch out, he's right behind you type of thing. But we know how this ends. Like I said, the outcome is the same. This is the environment. Let's drink it up. Now, devil's advocate. This could be Donald Trump. He could be the one celebrating it's over. Because after all of that, this is just devil's advocate, mind you. After all of that, they found no collusion. After all of that, they found no collusion. There is a defense. For some reason, he is going to have to defend his report. But that feeling comes right back again. The outcome is the same. Is this almost over? Yes. It will end this year. I don't know exactly when. But here is the question I wanted to know. What will it say? You know what? I have another reading I wanted to do, and I'm just going to tie them in together. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there's 3 readings I probably need to tie in. I didn't even write that down, but I know what it is. So, oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Will Trump's downfall be money, obstruction of justice? What will it be? So, with this report coming to an end, what will it say? What will it say? Actually, let's leave this. Let's leave this. This is so strange. I have no idea how these work. That. Okay. What will it say? Pull from the bottom, it says. Oh. Okay. Burden. Another Celtic cross. Burden crossed by this is an institution of some sort. Now, all in the news today was all about we have never indicted a sitting president. But the founding fathers said for high crimes that removal is necessary. They say they won't indict him because that hinders his ability to govern the executive branch and da 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 da. So there is, I don't know the word to use. This is not the government. This is, yeah, I'm going to go with government. I think the Hierophant is going to pop up in something else we're going to talk about. So maybe that's why I get these together, saying government. So government, burden, justice, separation. This is what it will say, so let's keep looking. 2 of Cups, there is, yeah, there you go. The Hermit, yeah. E4, yeah. Okay. The 5 of Cups and the Death card, so, yeah. That's what it will say. The Death card. It will say, it will have in big giant black letters, Death card. That's what it will say. Okay. So there's a burden on the government. Now, Trump, like him, love him, hate him, or leave him, he is the president. So removing the president at this moment in history would put a burden on the government because we now have no leader until Pence comes in. That's the way it rolls. So there is a burden on the government. Now, that does not mean he's being removed. It just means this is a burden on the government because, remind you, we're asking what will it say? It will say that in the White House, in the government, lies a burden. Justice should remove, this is separation, that burden. This is the bond. This is him and his job. So we may not have ever indicted a sitting president, but Robert Mueller can recommend that we do so. The person he recommends that to is William Barr, according to all what I've just seen on Ari Melber's show. There's an isolation. Doubting the report is in the fear. Again, with the loss. So there is a fear that you will have to defend. Now he has a strong defense. Like he has a paper trail. So I mean, what the hell? Then in the environment is a resistant to change and clinging. The Donald Trump is not one of just going to run out. But this is not about him. What the report will say. There is some hoarding of money. So that was going to be my next reading, which I'm going to do anyway. Is if Donald Trump resigns, what will it be that makes him resign? Obstruction of justice, money laundering, collusion. What is it? And then in Mueller's report is this is a card of like disappointing news or disappointment and sorrow, sort of even tragedy even. But it feels as though this is not shared tragedy. It's more along the lines of someone's tragedy. It does cause a gigantic change, a transition and a transformation. Literally from death to life, from life to death. Now, put that up there. What, if anything, will be the ending of the Trump presidency? What would make him resign? So let's see. There's his connections. So, let's see. Strength. Collusion. I'm like, why? What? I don't understand these cards. Because I'm thinking to myself, okay, so his connections, but what is with this card? This means strength, courage, wisdom, And I'm thinking, well, wait. What do these cards mean together? The power relationship. That would be him and Russia. That's what that means. The King of Pentacles. That is how most people see him. Seven of Swords, sneaky, theft, and underhanded. Six of Swords, that is my overseas card. The Magician, casting illusions. There's the genie right after that, and that's something. Nine of Cups, that's greed. The Four of Cups, you know what this is saying? Everything. Four of Cups, that is an offer. So your dealings, back to that again. Chariot, your travels. And your chaotic environment. So apparently there's something in the White House that they have figured out too. So what would make you resign? Everything. You got dark money, you got offers, you got stealing, you got collusion, you got overseas connection, you got greed, like everything. Everything. Only thing you didn't do was pose as a Nigerian and email people for their PIN number or something. Like, that's the only thing you didn't do. Like, you've done everything. Stole people's lunch money, almost literally. You've done everything. You're a crime boss. I mean, for God's sake. So, if his report is coming soon, or this year, maybe at the end of the year, maybe that's why you see Donald Trump in 2020. They didn't say would they make it to the end of his presidency. Will he make it to 2020? He can make it to January 1st and be the hell out of here. So, Donald Trump, will he resign? Let's do 5 cards. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, High Priestess, 6 of Cups, and the Fool. Will he resign? So with the Fool, there is a lack of planning, a gut instinct, a fresh new start. There is the 5 of Pentacles that is being shunned, being outed, being ousted. There is the 5 of Swords. There is a win at all cost, a deceit and defeat. The High Priestess, that is secrets. And then the 6 of Cups, that is the past. That is also being childish, immature, and stuck in the past. So, will he resign? He will walk right off the cliff. There's a defeat and then a secret. What I see, though, now I'm not doing this on Pence, because what I usually do, this is the situation, this is the thoughts, that's positive, negative, outcome. So this is the situation, walking off the cliff. Like he's done with it anyway. He didn't really give a damn. And when they were asked him about should Mueller's report be released, he sat there, he said, if they want to, I trust the AG, whatever. Do it if you want. I'm going to play golf, eat a sandwich. This is the thought being thrown out. What's positive is defeat. What's negative about his resignation is the person that comes behind him. We can say everything in the world about Pence. Manafort brought him in, he killed Kennedy, whatever it is that you want to say about Pence. You have to prove it first. There is a secret behind everything. And then a childish immaturity, and then a stuck in the past. That is your outcome. So, he is going to resign. Now, question time. His resignation. After Trump's resignation, what effect would a Trump resignation have on the world? Let's see. Page of Pentacles. Money. Lump sums of money. There is a temperance. A healing. 6 of Cups. This is a familiar America. That's what I just got, for whatever reason. 10 of Swords. Not 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords. That is a binding and a boundment. I just made that up. An Ace of Wands. So it's good for some on one side. I mean, this, and then there's a separation. Then there's the Justice, righting wrongs. Oddly enough, and I didn't plan it this way, I just actually just laid these out in the random spaces. The left, which would be Democrats, you have healing and new ideas. The right, which would be Republicans, you have being bound and separated. In the middle, you have money, nostalgia, and justice. So there feels as though there would be this uproar in the beginning. In the beginning, there is an uproar. There is a, guys, he deluded and colluded and deceived for 3 years. Just say you were wrong and we'll call it even. And then they say, no, he's still my president. And then eventually they move on. But without us. So this is more of that two Americas thing. So even though you think there would be, dancing in the streets, there's not going to be like, well, yeah, there might be some riots and things like that, but all that will calm down and quiet down because it has no choice. But remember, everything's not out yet. This is still secret. Everything is not known. But even if he walks away, which is what is going to happen, there's still Pence. You have to prove it.